Unboxing a box of 78 RPM records purchased from an eBay seller I have never bought from before. Will I give this seller a thumbs up or a thumbs down? We're gonna find out next. Hello, vinyl community, music lovers, 78 collectors, shellac stackers, and anyone else who just happened to stumble upon this video. Welcome to Tone and Grooves. My name is Jeff, and this is an unboxing video. I recently purchased a couple of 78 RPM records from an eBay seller that I have never bought from before. And so we're gonna unbox the box and see what we got. The seller is Stanton, J-L-S-T-A-N-T-O-N, J.L. Stanton. He is located in Salt Lake City, Utah. You know, I guess I was just kind of inspired here recently because I did a little video on, kind of a very introductory level, video about how to collect 78 RPM records, how to get into that hobby. And in there I talked about, where to find records, where to buy records. And I mentioned that I don't really buy a lot of 78s on eBay, and I don't usually. But I was just kind of browsing around just to kind of see, what could I find there on eBay. Found a seller who had some records that I was very interested in and decided, what the heck, I'll give it a whirl. Try this guy out and see what the experience is like. So just, heads up, I guess initially, honestly, I kind of already have some reservations already without having even opened the box, and basically that's because of just kind of feeling that I got in the haggling that I actually ended up getting into. So the seller has a number of 78s listed, higher prices than I normally pay, that was for sure, but some interesting items. And he has the make an offer button is available on, I think, all of them, if not most of them. So I thought, well, I'll make an offer and see where we end up. So I made an offer on one record, which was immediately accepted. And then, I decided, shipping is $7, unlimited amount of records, but $7. So I thought, well, if I could get one or two more, kind of, spread the shipping out over, 3 records instead of 1, that would be a nice deal. So I, browsed through other records that he had, found a couple that I wanted, and made an offer on those 2 records, a little bit lower than what, the offer I had made on the other one, but I thought, what the heck, we'll go for it. And those offers came back with counter offers. So now I found myself in this haggling situation, and ultimately decided, okay, I was definitely willing to pay, the price, the dollar amount that I had offered, spread out across those 2 records. But his counter offer was more than that. So I decided, I don't want to spend that much. So I'll accept his counter offer on 1 record, and just get, the 1 additional. So I ended up with 2 records total. And we'll see how this ends up. But I don't know, just the haggling back and forth situation, not necessarily a fun experience for me. I'm not a haggler, So, and I guess, you know, part of what made it worse was, okay, to finish the story. So I accepted his counter offer on the one record, and then immediately, you know, paid for those 2 records. And a day later, so that was on a Sunday night, and then Monday night I get a message from the seller via eBay saying, you know, I noticed you bought 2 Harmony records. They're Harmony label records, and you know, I have a bunch more Harmony records, as you may have seen, and they seem to be selling pretty quick. They seem to be popular. So you might want to, if you want to add more to your order, you know, you might want to do that before they sell out, was the implication that was made, you know, and it won't be additional shipping because it's $7 unlimited shipping, no matter how big the order, et cetera, et cetera. And then as a side note, you know, he included a little blurb there about, I've reduced the price on the Harmony records. So, you know, basically, you know, a little enticement there. You might want to go check it out and add to your order. So I did. I went and looked. And records that were in the price point that I was buying from, that I had already bought from him, had been reduced, and had been reduced to the amount that was what I had offered. So I don't know. So then I just kind of felt like, you know, I didn't even have to make an offer because he was obviously, he's reducing his prices on these records and was reducing them to that anyway. So I didn't really feel like I got a bargain on anything because he was going to reduce those records to that price point anyway. So I just kind of felt like, you know, originally I felt like, you know, I made an offer, you know, and that was accepted, made an offer, got a counter offer. So I felt like I got a deal, but then after being told that he was reducing the prices on all of these records, you know, didn't really feel like I got such a deal because he was going to reduce the prices to that anyway. So, anyway, you know, take that for what it's worth. Like I said, these records are more than what I usually pay, but the condition of the records is described as just beautiful and immaculate. So if the condition holds true, then I would think this will be worth it. So we'll see in the unboxing here. I guess just to, you know, it's kind of be thinking about the whole situation. You know, I think so much of the joy and the fun in this hobby of collecting records, whether you're shopping online or whether you're shopping in a brick and mortar store, so much of the joy in the hobby comes from, you know, the emotional feeling that is involved when you're hunting, looking, shopping, buying. You know, it's not so much what, you know, having it and what you get. You know, so much of it is just wrapped up in the experience, and whether in the positive or negative feeling that you have, you know, in that experience. I'm just thinking about that because, you know, we've got a local record store here in town that has been open now for a year or so, and you know, I've had some frustrating experiences in there now, and it sucks the life out of it, or the fun out of it. So anyway, heads up to you guys who maybe sell online or sell or own record stores. I know we've got a couple in the VC, you know, pay attention to how you're making your customers feel in their shopping experience. Okay, so without further ado, I've rambled on now for like 8 minutes. Let's open this box. It is a nice big oversized box, which is definitely a good sign when you're dealing with 78s in the mail. I immediately noticed I paid $7 for shipping, and it says postage paid here $4.01. So again, adding to the feeling, you know, so I've overpaid now by $3. I get it. The seller has to pay for the box and whatnot. And we'll see what packaging materials are in here. I don't know. You know, that's something that I have always paid attention to as a seller, whether on Discogs or eBay or Amazon or whatever. You know, when I sell things, I want to make sure that I only charge people, you know, for shipping what I'm actually spending on it. and not gouge them and make money on the shipping. So we'll see here. It is a nice box, so maybe I'm being too picky, but see what we've got inside here. Okay, we've got packing peanuts. So there's some extra costs there, and some layers and layers. Whoop, I don't know if you can see that. There's packing peanuts and layers of bubble, the big bubble wrap. So there's some cost in there. I don't feel cheated. All right. So, packaged well. We've got, ooh, that's a terrible sound. We've got, if you can see there, the records are in between layers of cardboard and then wrapped in bubble wrap. As I've said, I think in the last video I did, shipping 78 RPM shellac records is like sending a graham cracker in the mail. So they're very delicate. All right, there's that. They're in between 4 sheets of cardboard, that's good. That should be definitely sufficient. Taped in there. We'll be super careful that we don't cut the records. Looks like they're in a plastic bag too, which is an extra. They are. Okay. Now this is going to be a bit of a challenge. Getting them extricated from the packaging here. All right. Interesting. Okay, so now we've got to deal with it. And you can see it's in this plastic bag. All right, so see, get into this without damaging anything. Okay, I'm going to turn on, I've borrowed my wife's light from her sewing room so that we can look at these under some good light to see the condition. Here we have, they're in replacement sleeves. We've got Harmony 19. Fred Hall's orchestra on one side here, and with the song Say Arabella, and then on the other side we've got Joe Friedman's Monte Carlo Orchestra and Oh Boy What a Girl. Light's not cooperating here. Here we go. Description here says very good ++ due to LCM process line that does not break skin or affect play on Oh Boy What a Girl. It says plays new. So I did see that. He had a nice close-up picture. It's in beautiful condition. It really is. I mean, that is in fantastic condition. On the Say Arabella side, I can see one faint scratch that I can't feel. And yeah, you can just kind of see that what is like a little imperfection in the shellac there. But it's not, yeah, definitely not broken the surface, or so this is in really nice shape. There's one little like surface scratch on that side that I can't feel. Oh, maybe 2, but they're very faint. It is a beautiful condition disc, really nice. I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that. Okay, the other one is Harmony 333. We've got Frank Cornwell and his orchestra. Schultz is back again. And on the other side, which I have not heard this record, I don't know what this, but I was struck by this. Well, the artist is Tommy Christian and his orchestra. Tommy Christian was a tenor saxophone player, played with, oh shoot, I think it was Jan Garber's orchestra, and then started his own band. And I was just struck by the name of the song, If My Baby Cooks as Good as She Looks. Tommy Christian and his orchestra, If My Baby Cooks as Good as She Looks. And my battery's about to die, so we're gonna have to make this quick. But anyway, this is described as E excellent, plays new. The label looks fantastic. The record is in absolutely amazing condition. Just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I can see a faint surface scuff. And that's really about it. There's a couple of light marks there, but yeah, oh my gosh. This is a really, really nice record. I might have even graded this E+, which is, you know, in 78 terms, it's like basically near mint. But yeah, this is fantastic. This is in beautiful condition. Just really nice. So I'm super pleased with the condition of the records. That is definitely a plus. The packaging was awesome. So, I mean, absolutely. I just know now, you know, just my personal preference. I don't like to get into a haggling situation. So, just to be aware of that, I think I would buy from this seller again. We'll give him a thumbs up and a recommend. I'll post a link to his page, and we need to play these records and listen to these. Not sure if I'll do that in this video, or maybe I'll save that for the next Shellac Stacks listening session. I'll listen to these Harmony records that are just in fantastic condition. So I'm really pleased, fantastic. Yes, I would recommend JL Stanton in Salt Lake City, Utah on eBay. We'll just give the caution there, if you don't like to haggle, keep that in mind, and you know, maybe just kind of be aware of price. Condition is everything, right? When it comes to records, especially to 78 RPM records. So for the records in this condition, I'd say the price point was right on, and I'm happy. Thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Drop some comments, chime in. Always appreciate that. Subscribe if you like. Oh, you know, never expected, but always appreciated. And until next time, stay in the groove.